Excited to be back with you on Road to 1 Million. I've got 2 years to get to 1 million monthly page views. I'm halfway there. I'm not quite halfway to the goal. I also have 52 weeks left that my wife's allowing me to wear my hat backwards, so there's that too. So we got the 5 sites. If it's your first time, cool. If you've been here before, you're going to know this. BrooksConkle.com, themobilerundown.com, 2 sites you can go to and see. And then these 3 others that I'm kind of keeping low-key under wraps that we're working on as well. We now have a 6th site that is up. It is live, and we're calling it Acid Rain. You have to say it like that every time. I'm gonna do multiple ends. All right, cool. So that's it's in the business niche. So this is the site that I've talked about before. It's officially up. We have content written for it. I'm signing up for Google Analytics, Search Console. I'm treating this one as its own business. I'm treating this one completely separately. So I'm trying to create its own accounts for everything. Just as the brand grows and I decide to sell it, I'm thinking this will make it easier in order to do so. I just think it'll be smart if I go ahead and do this up front. So I'm doing that. Meet Mac, my new Chat GPT friend. Mac is in some ways smarter than me, other ways not. And I'm making separate videos to talk to you about how I think we as content creators and bloggers should be interacting with AI. It's much, I think, like coders and like artists. Where I stand right now is I think if it enhances what we're doing, we should use it, right? It's almost like in the past being like, nah, I'm good. I'm good with my horse. I'm good with my horse. I don't need that car. And then eventually cars are whizzing by you. And so I see AI like that. I'm like, you know what? I think I'd rather ride in a car than continue riding my horse. So this is my Chat GPT. His name is Mac. Someone on my team, Omama, has named hers Amore, and I'm encouraging others to name their Chat GPT robots. Now, I'm sure you've already heard of Chat GPT. It obviously grew really fast, really quickly, but you can watch some other videos or just Google it, check it out, and see what's going on if for some reason you have not heard of it yet. Another picture of my dog. Here's his other shirt. So just to get you on that. Where did we get to this past month? Where did we get to in December? We're going to get. So let's just look at a few of these that I have pulled from the Search Console index. So we got Site Bobo Cheeto. Okay, so it's at 1.14K. If you look up here in the blue, last time, where are we now? 1.52K. So a little bit of growth there. I mean, nothing major, right? This is over a 6-month time period. So these are very low traffic sites. This bow's trying to steal my wife from me. Moving on, Site Mamacita. It's always the way I say that one too. 378 clicks up to 468. And look at this latest blue line just popping up. I don't know what's going on there, but she has some health related stuff. So I wonder if it's like new year, new me kind of thing, you know? I'm not really sure, but I'm excited to see where this one goes. Maybe it's finally breaking out a little bit. All right, the site cheers to that. So it had 4K and then increased to 7K, which is pretty awesome. So that's an increase there. Also smaller site, but you know, I mean, these are growing. I mean, we're just trying to slowly, patiently grow brands, and it takes time, right? When you're trying to create good content that adds some value that you think you can rank for, but also provide information that's going to be helpful to the reader, right? There's Bogan. Apparently he likes long sleeves as well. This is amazing. It's the first dog we've had that is cool with us putting shirts on him and letting him hang out. So the mobile rundown, so 55.3K. And this one, again, you can go to the website, whatever. You can see what we're doing. We've just added Mardi Gras information to it. And this one is popping off. Kind of the highest traffic day we've ever had on this site. So it went from 55K to 59.8K. So increase there. Updates here. 8 articles published. We had 15 the previous month. We got our Mardi Gras content up, and we have a lot more this year than we had last year. We have multiple parade schedules from around town. We have hours that's ready. We have Mardi Gras souvenirs page, history of Mardi Gras organizations, parking and safety. And I think we're going to get a lot of traffic. So like we wrote some articles 4 days ago, published them, and Google has already indexed them for some of the areas with the Mardi Gras parades. I think it's just the options, right? The options available for Google to pull from. So interesting to see them choose to index this so quickly. So here's some earnings. So this is back in, so November we had 341. December 326. So a decrease in earnings. And I think not surprising for December. I think I heard a lot of friends out there, you guys, if you're watching this, abysmal Decembers is definitely what I heard. And I decided to add this whole page. I realized I've just been taking a snippet from the screen. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't just grab this whole page. So if you want to pause it and look at it and look at my RPMs and traffic and kind of what I've got going on, I don't think this is against any terms of Mediavine. Maybe I should ask them, or if someone knows, please let me know, and I'll stop publishing this. But I don't see anything, any reason not to here. All right, so where do we get? All right, we'll get there. BrooksConkle.com. 7 new articles published, 5 last month, way down from previous months. So a few months before that, we were like in the 20s, and then we had 15. We were really on a pace. But the new project pulled a lot of our attention, and honestly, you probably just need to give some of those older articles a bit of time to breathe. I mean, I'm not bummed about this at all. In fact, I'm happy with the output and happy with everything that we have going on. And yeah, so pleased with this. So previous 6 months, 322K. So the most recent 6 months, 328K. So an increase. But have a look at that December. You see that dip over here and just starting to come back. This definitely, I mean, these are scary, right? These are never exciting when you see a pretty massive fall here and then now a pretty massive spike up. So again, I think I've talked about this before. I just try to stay cool, calm, and collected. I try to figure out how can we get better? What can we do? How can we improve? Can we improve our images? Can we improve our titles? And then, but that's on top of creating content that I think will be helpful and good and useful. So that's our goals. And I think I shared this last time, first time ever, that we had good core web vitals for mobile. And this is, yeah, I mean, happy to share, because that was a big to do for us to change out themes, especially on the BrooksConkle website. It was really tough because, yeah, it was just a lot. There were a lot of posts that had to be individually adjusted and updated in some pages. So yeah, there was some work to do there, but it was totally worth it. I'm happy that we did. So November 28.19, December 24.54, so down by almost $400. I also included the page from the BrooksConkle website for you to have a look at and check out as you would deem necessary, and will make you happy. Comment down below. Let me know some thoughts based on kind of what you have with your sites or whatever. I mean, happy to brainstorm down there. All right, so here's some income. So I only track BrooksConkle as so like Mobile Rundown's making some money. I'm just tracking BrooksConkle. I don't, honestly, it's a lot of work to do, so I'm just doing this one. So in December, $6,900, $6,913.66. I think I've said this before, but ballpark costs to kind of operate at our current scale is about $3,000 a month, between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. I definitely need and want to be increasing this income, but growing a business takes investment, right? Takes time, takes money, and so I'm happy with this. I'm totally happy with this. But here's the breakdown. So I kind of added this last time because I know before we didn't. I was like, oh, I didn't break down the revenue. So 2.5K from ad, 1.6 affiliate, 2.8 came from sponsor other. Really interesting. That was actually the biggest segment of income. And one of those items is testing out a brand. It's a new company with an app, and it's for creators. So not directly related to my website, but is related to my brand. I would not have been asked to do that if it weren't for my brand. So just, whatever. Take note of that. Another one is I did an SEO basically consultant call for $1,000. So a call for that and doing some keyword research for a brand. And that is not something that I promote or advertise, but I was willing to do it. I do have it as a product, so like I am willing to do it for a company. But doing that type of stuff is not what I want to be focused on. But anything that I can do to bring in revenue in order to grow the content business, I'm all about it. So happy stuff. The 6th site is live. It's up. It's running. And our team is like, we're humming along. Everyone's doing their job. Everyone is communicating well together, and they work really well together. We all have Slack now, so we communicate in Slack. And I don't know, I'm just pleased with that. And I feel like everyone treats each other with respect and actually communicates with each other. And so it's a great thing. Like, we all know that we're in it together. We know that everyone's work is important. Like, I've made that clear, and I know that I think they truly understand that what they do is important. And even if, one person may be adding alt text to an image, and another person may be doing writing, and another person may be doing formatting, but all of those play together and are equally important into our strategy and what we're trying to do. So it's hard. I have to grow that 6th site. You are starting something from scratch, right? It's not just putting content on a site. It's designing it out. It's building out our about page. It's creating these profiles around the internet as we form this into an actual business. If we want Google to take us seriously, we have to be serious. So create overtime writer profiles and social profiles for the brand, and build those out and be present on different sites, right? So it's a lot of work, and it can be overwhelming if you try to do it all at one time. But so my goal is always just to get 1% better, always trying to get 1% better. All right, so how do we do traffic wise? It looked like we did really well, right? So November, we had 156, 285. So in December, we had 135,092. We actually decreased by a significant amount. The bulk of that was in the BrooksConkle drop that massively dropped in December, and it's just started to rebound. So, that made for a lower month. So kind of interesting there. Definitely interesting to see. But overall, a great month. And I'm really excited to be talking about AI and ChatGPT, and what does this mean for our business? What does it mean for your business? I have more videos that I'm making about that right now. I never thought I'd have a company policy about AI, but we're in the middle of creating that. And I invited my team I said, go create a ChatGPT account. Go get your personal sidekick robot. We're talking about my writers, formatters, everyone. Normally most blog owners are scared of their writers to be using some tool, some spinner, some whatever. But what I said is like, hey, clearly we're not going to write a blog post using this. This would be a terrible use of this, and you would get fired basically from the team. But to use ChatGPT to help you be more creative, I think is a wise way to actually use the tools to help save time, right? Meta description, title ideas, outlines, all of these things can just help you gather more data and information that can help you write a better article when you go to do it. So curious to see what you guys think. Definitely we'll throw up another video on AI, and look forward to the next one, guys. See ya.